So boys, right now if you guys want to actually buy an Xbox Series X, sadly it's going to end up costing you about $700, even upwards to $800, $900. If you want a PS5, then you're going to even have to pay more than that, going up to $800, $1,000, and there are people who are actually selling these things for $1,200 on eBay, which is absolutely insane. And honestly, the fact that they just aren't out by publishers by now just really sucks. But we can't really hate on them as much as we can hate on the developers and Sony and Microsoft for not putting out a lot of consoles. And honestly, it really sucks that Scalpers are doing this, but it seems like at this point it is January 22nd, and it feels like, do you guys need to spend $700, $800 on this next-gen console? Now, as someone who has the console, I'm going to be talking if it is worth it to actually be purchasing the Xbox Series X. Now, I can't necessarily talk about the PS5 because I don't have it, but I actually have one of my best friends has a PS5. I've used it a lot, and I've used the interface, and I'm going to be talking, well, is this awesome behemoth that is this nice, although it's a next-gen console, is it worth your guys' money? Should you guys buy this? And is it something that you should really just go after? Honestly, it's just really upsetting that these things are so expensive. Like, to put your hands on one of these is just kind of like, it's kind of just like a holy grail right now, because they are so hard to find and you can't get these things in stores. So we're going to be talking about the performance, we're going to be talking about my experiences with it, and we're going to be talking about it from a consumer standpoint and a YouTuber standpoint. So the first thing we're going to talk about is me being a YouTuber. So as you guys know, I am a YouTuber. I have to make content, but I actually don't make content on this thing yet. As you guys know, I'm MLB The Show YouTuber for the most part, and I don't have to actually use this thing. And just the thing about this is that, does anybody really need this? And I start to think about this every day, and honestly, no, you don't really need an Xbox Series X right now. And even if you're wanting to, the only game that you really need this thing for, if you're trying to use it, the only game that's actually optimized for this is Cyberpunk 2077. And the fact that it's just so expensive is just honestly because of scalpers and because of price gouging and because people can do it, and if they're going to be able to get away with making more money, then they're going to end up doing it. You can't really put a lot of hurt on them because none of this would be a problem. Scalpers wouldn't even be a thing if PlayStation and Microsoft would simply make more consoles. It's absolutely nuts that these things are going for as expensive as they are. And the fact that we're still dealing with this in literally January 22nd, this console launched months ago. Absolute months ago. Nobody can get their hands on a next-gen console. I literally have best friends who are on their websites every single night just trying to get a restock, get one for an average price of just $500, what they retail for, and they can't do it. So I want to hear what you guys think about this, and we're going to start talking about the YouTuber. So if you guys don't know who I am already, make sure you guys hit that like and sub button, as we're going to be getting into this a little bit further, talking about it from a YouTube standpoint. But the fact is just, this is absolutely absurd that it is January 22nd, and we don't even have a for sure date of these consoles coming back into store. It's absolutely insane. Like, I think about this thing, and I'm just like, it's not even that nice. And the truth is that it plays just like my Xbox One. As far as games go, the only thing that's different is the loading times. I will hand it to the next-gen consoles. This thing is really good with loading times. It's really fun to use, and it's an awesome console. Like, I love this thing, and I'm never going to get rid of it. But the fact that I had to spend $750 for it is just something that I think that my fans and some of my subscribers definitely should not think about doing, and they should just wait the 4 or 5 months and get the new console. As far as the new consoles go from a creator standpoint, and the big thing that why you would buy this as a creator right now, honestly, it doesn't have to do with the quality of your gameplay and the quality of your videos, because you having a Series X isn't going to make it to where you have better output than someone with an Xbox One X or even a PlayStation 4 in literally 99.99% of cases. And to look at these things and they're just going for $1,000, $880, $740, but that's a bid. That's not actually what it is. And these things are actually getting sold at this price, and for PS5s in general even more, they are just as bad, which is just the crazy thing about all of this, is that it is just as bad. So this is turning into a little bit of a rant, but $1,400, $900, $1,389, and the sad thing about these guys is that these are actually selling. and it's crazy because these are genuinely selling, and people are spending this price for the new consoles. The truth of the matter is if Sony doesn't want to do anything about this, then it's just gonna start to get out of hand more and more and more and more, to the point that it doesn't really matter. And as of this point, there are not really many next gen games out. The one next gen video game that you can kind of push for and say is Cyberpunk, but not many people are playing that game, and that game's launch was absolutely terrible. And other than that, every single other title has gotten pushed back like crazy. Lego Star Wars, brand new MLB The Show is most likely going to get delayed, and just games like this. So this is kind of just something that I wanted to put on the channel and talk about, as it's just kind of something that's kind of near and dear to me. And I feel like a lot of you guys, you feel the same way. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, please hit that like and sub button. It literally helps me out an absolute ton. As well as leave a comment down below. As always, this is Might Be. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.